Hey, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to another tutorial on DevStar. In this tutorial here, we're going to be looking at how to build a chat system, a real-time chat system using Codeigniter 4. And basically, what we're going to be using for the real-time stuff, we're not going to make use of sockets, or we'll make use of jQuery. Alright, so jQuery is going to be the one to perform our Ajax request. Alright, so if you're new to this channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Alright, so once you do that, you're really supporting and thanks. So let's get started. Alright, good. So I'm just gonna open up Codeigniter documentation right here. So you're gonna set up a new project. Just go ahead to the Codeigniter for documentation right here. So you're just gonna go to the home section, then you're gonna use the composer installation. Make sure you have composer installed before you can go ahead with this. Right, so I'm just gonna go ahead with this. Control C, open up my terminal. You're gonna see it into the folder, which is your web project. So that you want to save this. You're gonna paste it and call this. Oh, I mistakenly hit the enter key project for. But you know what? Let's just run like that. All right. So we're gonna wait for our project to set up so we can continue from there. All right. All right. You can see I have a Codeigniter set up already. Not mainly Tailwindcss CSS documentation. All right. So this documentation is based on the version 1, but we can actually implement it in the version 2. So we're gonna make use of this form. But before I get started, let's go ahead and grab the Tailwindcss CSS. Right, so the CSS documentation. Let's go back to documentation and look at how we're going to be using this. So heading out installation. The installation we're going to be using here is just, we're going to be making use of just the CDN. Yeah, the content delivery network. So that is the only thing we're going to be making use of here. So I'm pretty sure there's a CDN for this. All right, so yeah, this is right here. So before that, let's open up terminal and just do cd, I think I called it project ROO. Alright, so cool. I'm just gonna clear this and go type in code in dot. So this is gonna open our project in Visual Studio Code. So I'm using Visual Studio Code. Make sure you have that also, or you can make use of Subnettext or any code editor you want to make use of. Alright, so basically first we need to do is let's spark this server. So let's do PHP spark. So actually it's gonna spark itself for us, and we're gonna copy this, head over to the browser, and just paste this right here. All right, so we have this running up already. To zoomed in Android. Okay, good. So we have this up and running already. So what I want to do is just the controller here. Only changes to the index. Okay. So now in the views, we need to head over to the views and create a file called index.php. So let's go ahead and put the dollar please hit the exclamation mark dash shift 1, then hit tab. It's gonna create a dollar place for me like this. You can go ahead and log in, and I can go ahead and do hello world. Sorry. Hello world. Alright, beautiful. So we have that already. Let's refresh this. You can see we have hello world. So let's grab this. Alright, so just copy this. So right here, just gonna use this right here, save this, go back there and refresh this. Alright, you can see the font has changed. And if you want to confirm it it's working, you can use Ctrl Shift I or click on inspect element. It's gonna move out of this place, then go to the network tab, head over to CSS. Let's just reload this. And you can see the time is being loaded already. Alright, good. Beautiful. So what I want to do now is just head over to this place. Let's just go ahead and copy this. Okay. Yeah, copy this. You know what? I'm gonna leave the link to this place in the description below. So copy this right here. I'm just gonna paste this here. Okay, so let's check that out right now. So we have this. Let's look at is there anything like container in this place? So let's do container. I think there's container, right? Okay, so we can have the div of class container. So Ctrl Z this. So you just Ctrl Z this and do div container. Alright, I'm just gonna paste this right here and let's refresh this. Like I said, there's actually no container in. I'm just gonna copy this. Okay, so let's go ahead and refresh this. Oh, okay, good. So basically we see how we try to, let's give it a padding top of 4 so we can do it. Okay, I can go ahead and do a padding of, let's say, 16. So that's going to do padding around. All right, good. So this is nice already. Let's go to documentation right there. I think is slash padding. All right, so padding. Good. I want to see the highest padding we can get right here because I'm trying to give it the highest right now. Okay, since highest I can give it is 20, so let's go ahead and give it 20. All right, good. So go ahead and refresh this. All right, so basically we see how it. So I don't need the password. I'm not making use of password in this case. All right, so you're making use of already username. So you don't need the username to create an account or sign up. All right, so we don't need this forgot password. And this is gonna be yeah, we don't need this. All right, good. So let's go ahead and set a method to be post. All right, and action should just be that. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and to our env file right here. Control Shift S to save as. Let me save this as .env. So make sure this is selected as all files. Then right here .env. Alright, beautiful. So let's uncomment this. Sorry, let's uncomment this. Sorry, I think I made a mistake. Oh god. Yeah, good. So let's uncomment this, uncomment this, uncomment this, uncomment this. Okay, uncomment this. We don't need a database prefix. All right. So yeah, my database I don't have a password, username is root, and this page is gonna be chart 16. Right, good. So let's go ahead and open the exam. And we go ahead. This is actually gonna work. All right. So we have this. So we're just gonna, because we are not doing anything, we're just gonna change this to join. So this notification system is that if your your username is found, you're gonna log in. But if your username is not found, your account is gonna get created. All right. So basically that is the point of this. So let's just go ahead and start this. Okay, so let's wait for this to start up. Okay, so just go ahead and click on admin. So here actually we're trying to create a database. All right, so we're using database chat system as named in the database chat system here. So let's wait for that to load up. This is taking forever, I don't know why. Okay, so it has loaded up now. What we're gonna do, just click on new. Just paste this right and click create. Okay, so this is gonna just be users. You only need 2 fields. Just hit enter, then this is gonna be ID, then auto increment. Yep. Then this is gonna be username. Okay, this is gonna be a voucher. Yeah, of that 225. Just save this. All right, beautiful. So we have a table user already. So what we want to do is just go ahead and create a model. Let's go ahead and create a model. So just open the terminal. It's gonna go ahead and create a model right here called PHP Spark. Make the model. So the model I'm making right here is the user model. So it's gonna go ahead and create the user model. Let's open that up. Okay, so basically I don't need this. I don't need this. Okay, I need some of them actually. I need that. I don't need all this. All right, good. So in the protected field, the only one I'm passing is just username. All right, good. So I'm just gonna close this right here. Input class, this blah blah blah, then ID name. Then we need to pass in a name equals to username. All right, so right there now we're gonna do if is the request get method. So the request get method is actually equals to post. All right, so what we want to do is just let's create a little validation system here. Validate this, then do username. So we need to check if the username is unique. Let's go ahead and do, first of all, do required. And we do is underscore unique. So to check if it's not taking users dot username. Okay, good. So since that is done, we're just gonna do if not this validate. So if this does not validate the rules, I want you to pass in the data, the validation index equals to this validator. Right, good. Then we can go ahead and do like else, blah blah blah. So right above here, we're just gonna do alpha. So we need the alpha here. So I'm just gonna call the form alpha. So you're gonna see what that is gonna do for us. Then yeah, I'm gonna create a new variable that equals to an empty array. So we're now assigning this array into the data. So right, I'm just gonna pass in. Let me just close this. I'm just gonna pass in the data right here. All right, beautiful. So since that is done, I'm not gonna go ahead and do. Yeah, let's do this. So we're gonna do PHP if set. So if the validation is with pass through. So what should we do? We wanna do. I don't know if there's anything like text danger here, but we're gonna do div dot. I think there's bg red. Right, so there's red 700. Okay, my mouse has stopped. Okay, so since that is that, we're not gonna do a short on PHP. And this is gonna be this. Then we're gonna do validation list errors. So this is gonna list the errors for us. All right, beautiful. Then don't forget to end your if and if statement. All right, good. So we have that up and running. So let's refresh this. No errors. So click on join. Okay, I'm clicking on here and nothing is happening because this button needs to be set to type equals to submit. All right, so let's go ahead and refresh this. Click on join. You can see we have username field is required. All right, good. Now what I want to do is just go ahead and call the model equals to the user model. All right, so that's going to be equals to the user model. So okay, yeah, new user, sorry. Okay, so I want to do yeah, you want to do a query first. So let's first check. I'm gonna go check username. I'm gonna do okay, so if that model can find where, so where that email, sorry, not email, I mean where the username is equals to the username there. So the username will be passing in. Alright, so once that is that, so we're gonna do okay, don't forget to pass the first, and this is an error here. So this is a request dot and get var, it's supposed to be a get var, so passing in the username here. Okay, so good. So we're getting the first one. Then we're gonna do if check username. So just return redirect to, so it's gonna just direct you to the chat page. Then else we're just gonna create a new data. So this is data sorry, save is gonna be equals to this. Okay, now we can go ahead and do username. Username is gonna be equals to this right here. So I'm just gonna copy this, paste it right, yeah, right, good. We're gonna do model save. So this is gonna save our model for us, passing the save variable. We are gonna do the same redirect here, so just copy this and paste it here. All right, boom. So we have everything set up already. So before we move on, let's go to the route. Go to the chat page. So routes. So I'm gonna do routes. Match. We're gonna match the get or post request. Alright, so we're gonna match the post request in the chat, then yeah, the chat class. Alright, good. So right now we don't have the chat class. Let's go to this place and create the chat class. The chat method on it. Public function chat. So I'm just gonna leave it there. So this guy's gonna say echo hello. Alright, good. So before we move on, we need to create a session to store our user data. So let's go ahead and do it. Go ahead and set the session here. So the first one I'll do is let's first go ahead and set the session here. So what I'll do here is just do say user data equals to this. Sorry. So equals to this one is just gonna be the check. It's just gonna be the username. This username is gonna be equals to the check username. Then you're selecting the username from it. Alright, so to move on, I just have to do session. Sorry, session then set. It is gonna set the user data. Semicolon here, this is supposed to be user data. Right now for the save now. So once this is done, let us save. Let's go ahead and do the same thing here. We're gonna copy this. Yeah, we don't need this right here. So just gonna copy this. This right here. There is this is gonna be that save. Selecting that save, then picking the username. Alright, so we are saving this session here. Let's go ahead and try this out. Alright, so far so good, no error. Let's go ahead and create this new user join. Then you can see I have an error here, so we don't know what the error is. I'm just gonna open this up and go to the env file. Alright, so we're just gonna change that to development. Save this, then let's go ahead and refresh this. Now say undefined variable user data. So I have user data here. I have user data here. By starting undefined variable user data. Alright, so this is weird. Then let's go back to the home and let's refactor this a little bit. Let's use a PHP. Right? So let's go ahead and load this. Alright, you see that works. Alright, so now it's actually confusing. So let's try something now. So let's check if the session is actually working. So I'm just gonna echo the session get. I'm gonna echo the session get username. Alright, so let's refresh this. Alright, so you can see the session is actually working. Alright, good. So there's something I want to do again. Let's go back to the index page. So let's put in the same username and click join, because the username must contain a valid data. Okay, so basically that is to say we don't need this is unique right here. Just gonna play this because we're validating that already. So we're validating this already. Okay. Let's refresh this and click continue. You can say I have been logged in. So let's check our database, see if that is decided 2 times. And you can see it's still 1 time. So alright, good. So we have this done already. So let's start setting up our charts kind of lookout, do a layout on it. Alright, so I'm in W trace tools right here. You can say I have this chart kind of template here. So it's gonna be using So don't worry about it. I'm going to, I'm going to, drop the link of this thing in the description for you. I'm just gonna first. I need to go ahead to this place. Sorry, I'm just gonna close this. It's confusing. To this place, and go to, okay, we have the get up place. So in this zone right here, we're gonna do something called um, okay, return view. So I returned the chart view. So I returned the chart view. Okay, nice. So what I want to do now is go to the views. Where is it? Right here. Okay, views. And go ahead and do chart.php. Alright, beautiful. So let's go back there. Let's copy all this. Okay, sorry. Let's copy all these paste it right here. Let's check the browser. Alright, so we have this already. Good. So I'm just gonna okay, click. Okay, it's actually okay. So what I want to do is take away this image. Yeah, I don't need it. And this is gonna be username. So that's my name, username. Okay. Okay, then same here is gonna be my username. Alright, so let's refresh this. So we make use of the username, your text message at the time you sent this. And yeah, basically that's also basically below that. Let's just go ahead and do a form right here. So this one is going to be action that, and the method is going to be a post method. Alright, so right there we're just going to do a text field, a text area. I mean, price is going to be message. So let's check that out. Okay, so we have it right there. Then yeah, I don't want to use style again. I actually suck at it, so let's go ahead and use bootstrap. I'm gonna get to the bootstrap. Okay, getting started, introduction. So we're just gonna copy this. Okay, right above here, just gonna put this here. Let's check that out. Hope it doesn't conflict. Alright, so everything seems nice now. So what I want to do is just down below here. Sorry. Oh, isn't this weird? Oh, sorry. So right below, I'm just going to give it a class of phone control. Alright, so I'm going to give it a button to. So before that, let's go ahead and cut this and do div.form group. Sorry. I'm going to place this here, then div.form group also. It's going to be button type submit .btn success. Alright, this is going to be send. Okay, let's refresh this. Alright, so we have this already. So why don't delete this? Okay, better. I'm just gonna give this a padding top of 3. Okay, so refresh this. Okay, good. So we have this chart up already. So we're needing the username. We're needing the message, but I made it in time. So basically there's something I want to do first. So let's go ahead and clear this session. I want to clear this session first. So go to the sorry, the application right here. Yeah, this session, I'm gonna clear this session. Okay, yeah, so let's go back to the index. That's what I want to do is just some few changes. Yeah, I need the ID, so you can do ID. It's gonna be equals to this. Okay. So is there a way I can get the ID for this also? No, so that's not possible. Okay, no, I actually don't need ID. I think you can make some queries from the database. Alright, so let's just go ahead and log in back. So join. Okay. So we are in. So what we want to do is just put our model. So that model is going to be PHP Spark. Make model. The model is going to be message. So we have message created already. So let's open up message. Okay, so let's just delete this. Delete this. We're gonna delete all this. Okay, cool. So right here, we're gonna be leaving the okay, we're gonna be using username. We actually don't need the user ID. I'm also log that out. Maybe the message and okay, so we need the username and the message the person is passing through. Okay, good. So let's go to database right here. Sorry. Let's create a new database called messages. So I needed the ID. It's gonna be auto increment. How am I gonna get to this? Okay, I'm just gonna resize this. Okay, so auto increment. Then the username. Then the message. So this message is just basically gonna be a text field. Okay, so let's just go ahead and click save. Alright, beautiful. So we have this already. So what we're gonna do now is try and connect this to Ajax so we can send our message without reloading. Right, basically that's the purpose of the real-time chat application. So before we head over there, let's first test out everything. So we're gonna do if this request get method equals to post. Alright, so let's validate some stuff here. Rows equals to this. So basically the message is required. Yeah, so this is just required. I'm gonna do if not this, if this is not validated, we're just gonna again passing our data equals to this validation. Now, so this is actually where stuff are gonna change. So basically, just leave this right now. We're gonna come to that because we're gonna make that a response, a JSON response. If we can come to this else right here and do model equals to new message. All right. So let's get and do the message is going to be equals to the username, which is the session get username. But we need the message itself. Again with this request get bar message. All right, good. We're just gonna do model, then save this and save the message. Now, so let's just go ahead and test this out. Where's it? Okay, reload this. Okay. So if you should send this now, you can see nothing is happening. But if you reload this, nothing is happening because it's actually required. So let's put in some text here. Hello. So let's send this. Let's try this out. Alright, so we have the freshers and hello. So that is working already. Now, like I said recently, we're gonna make this JSON response. So basically to do that, all we're gonna do is just right. So I should this making of the response straight here. So let's go ahead and do use the response straight here. Using response straight. Okay, good. So now inside here we're just gonna pass and use response straight. Alright, so that's gonna let us use the response straight here. So right now, right, we're gonna just do return this fail. Why is gonna return this validator get errors? So it's the one with the S, right? So basically is that we're gonna pass in the validation to the front end using the jQuery JSON. Alright, good. Alright, so what we're gonna do right now is just so down below here now we're gonna do return this, then that's gonna be response created. So which response are we creating? The message response. Alright, good. So now let's head over to the Ajax type. Alright, good. Alright, so what we want to do right here is just let's go ahead and load jQuery. So I think this has jQuery, I think so. Okay, so this is jQuery. Let's just search for the jQuery CD. Alright, so just head over here and just just click on this, copy this. Alright, cool. So go to this place. Sorry, to this place right now. Let's go to the charts.php. Now down here, just gonna paste this right here. So I want to do that up. So down below it, let's go and do script. Okay. So we have script already. So what I want to do is just let's test if it's working. Document dot ready. So we are ready function. Okay, good. So let's just do alert hello. Save this. Let's get over to the browser. Let's refresh this. So let's just refresh this. I can see hello. So that means our jQuery is actually working. So what I want to do right now is give our button an ID. So it's going to be an ID of equals to send. The same way for the username. Yeah, this message is going to be ID equals to send. Alright. So what I want to do right here is just to select the send. Select the send. Alright. So selecting the send button dot on. So dot on click. And pass it the function is. So we are going to prevent this from reloading the page. So let's put in e, then e dot prevent default. Okay. Alright, good. So let's just go ahead and do var message equals to the same way you're selecting the ID of the message, right? I think it's message I needed. Oh, sorry, this is supposed to be message. Let's use the MSG as short. Then you're selecting the value. Alright, good. So let's just do alert the MSG. Alright, so let's go ahead and test. Alright, so before testing, we need to just go ahead and do this like this. Okay. So now let's test this out. Let's click on the cell here. You can see it is working. The page is now reloading. Alright, so what I want to do right now is just start by creating an Ajax request. So that is dot. Sorry. Dot Ajax request. Alright, so this Ajax type of request is going to be getting the host type, right? All right, so this is gonna be getting the post. Sorry. All right, so this is gonna pass in some there. So let's go ahead and do this. So the first one I'll do right here is the type. So let's go ahead and set the type. So the type is gonna be a post request. All right, so after the type, next one I'll do is just pass in the URL. So a URL. So URL here is gonna be slash chart. Right. So remember we are accessing the chart from the route. So comma. So next one I'm gonna do is just set the data type. So the data type is gonna be a JSON type of data type. And next one I'll do is set the data. So the data is gonna be an object. So the object is gonna be passing just a message should be equal to this message right here. Alright. Please do confuse me a little bit. So I'm not sure if it, well, let's see how it goes. So we have the sources. Alright, so this sources is gonna be a function with the data. Alright, so if that is sent, we can go ahead and do some sort of log sent. Then we can go ahead and do for the error too. So just comma error, right? Using the function error. So just go ahead and console.log console.log err. Alright, I think yeah, I think that is all. So let's go ahead to this browser right here. Slow this. I'm gonna open the console.log here. So let's just go ahead and click send. You can see I have a 400 bar requested because the validation system is actually here. So if I should go ahead and I think check this place right here. Check the response, you can see the message field is required. So there is what. If I should go ahead and hit how are you? And I click on send. Yeah, you can see we have sent. So let's go to the database and just refresh this. Like you can see we have sent already now. Now you already send the data. So let's get the data from the database in real time. Alright, so let's go that. Alright, so before we do that, let's show our error here. So before I go ahead, let's go to the message right here and let's do a span with an ID of MSG_error. So that's for message error. Just leave that. And we're gonna come right and do okay. So let's go ahead and select the little dude right here, MSG_err. Alright, so we're gonna select as I'm passing the response data from our API. So we're gonna pass on the text. Alright, so that is jQuery kind of thing already. So the text, then we're passing the error, the ERR, the response JSON message. Okay. So we're gonna do the same thing again, but this time around this is gonna be an add class. So MSG_err. Sorry, MSG_err. Then let's do add class. So we're gonna be adding the text or danger. Sorry. Okay, dope. Now let's try to see if this is working actually. Just gonna come here and refresh this. Let's click on send. Now we have canary property response JSON of undefined. Alright, so it's telling us this one is actually undefined, right? Alright, so the reason why is because I called in this response. I'm not gonna delete that, save it. Head over there, just refresh this. Let's click on send. Canary requires of message. I think it should be messages instead. Okay, I think it should be messages. Message, so that this message has our error. This is actually like the response data. Let's click on send. Now you can see the message field is required here, so that's actually working. Beautiful. So since that is that already, so now let's work on getting the data from the database in real time. Okay. All right, cool. So now let's move. Now let's go to the route. So right, so we're just gonna create a get route. This getter is gonna be get, let's use get message. It's gonna be msg. All right, so let's just copy this. Now go to this page and do public function msg. So we're just gonna do model equals to new message. Okay, so we're gonna do let's do data equals to model find all. So you're finding all, that is just getting all the data. We're gonna just do this respond. So this just responds to the words to the data. Alright, so this is like the simplest part. Alright, so let's go to the charts now. So let's do that. Okay. Right, so what I want to do right here is just create a function. Okay. So basically, the function item is actually supposed to be, okay, we can go ahead and do it right. I think so. So let's do the function show message. All right. Good. So let's go ahead and pass in some Ajax. Sorry. Dot Ajax. Okay. Good. So passing the Ajax, the first thing we're going to pass in is the get request. We're going to be get request to the URL. Where's our URL right there? So our URL is get message. So I'm just gonna copy this over there, get message. Then what else is required? The async. Right, so this async right here is gonna be true. I think I'm making some errors here. Yeah. So we don't need this string there. We don't need this string. I could notice the color were different, right? Good. So now next thing we're gonna do is just data type. It's going to be a JSON. All right. So next one I'll do is just wire to the sources. Then the function. Function data. Okay. All right, amazing. So since we have that, sorry, this is supposed to just be like this. All right, so now we have that. So what I want to do is just go ahead and create a new variable HTML here. That's going to be equals to an empty string. All right, so we're going to be assigning our data to that. All right, so let's go ahead and do some basic loop here. So for for I, let's go ahead for I equals to 4. So we colon there, then I less than, that's going to be less than, then data dot length. So let's do I less than data dot length. Then we're going to increment the I. All right, so let us go ahead and open that up. So we're going to do HTML, then equals to, sorry, oh god, plus equals to, then we're going to pass in our HTML here. So basically what I want to do is just copy this only. What's this? I'm going to delete all this. All right, so right there, we're going to paste this here. So let's use a single quote here. Paste this here so we don't have any error. With a backtick work for this, let's try the backtick first. Let's try the backtick. Alright, since I have that, okay. Alright, since this is not gonna work, so let's just use a double quote. Okay, so this is gonna be single quotes. Okay, this is gonna be single quotes too. Alright, so okay, that is our almost. Alright, so what I want to do right now is just go ahead and do, let's close this and do plus. So this plus is going to take in data, the sorry, oh god, delete I dot. So that I dot is going to take in username, so that's the username right there. Alright, so let's do another plus here. So this is gonna be a string. Okay, yeah. Literally, this is gonna be a string here. Then plus. So I'm just gonna copy this. Paste this here, then plus. Alright, so this is gonna be message instead. Oh, and we forgot to add the time. Very bad. Okay, so we are gonna add a time. Let's go ahead and use this dummy time right here. So that will put us here. Okay. So let's add this here. Why is this giving an error? Let's put this in a single line. Okay, so we are free to go. Amazing. So this is not giving us any error again. So let's move to the next step. Alright, so the next step is actually assigning it to kind of variable here. So let's go and do div, and this is gonna be get message. Alright, so this is gonna be empty. Just copy this. So right there after the for loop, I'm just gonna do this get message dot html. So just gonna pass in the html, and let's get our finger crossed and hopefully this will work. So let's go to the browser, refresh. Alright, so this doesn't work. So let's just try and do the error message. Okay, so let's refresh this. There's no error message yet. Basically, we are not rendering this out as a setting. So let's just go ahead and set that up. Okay. So what we gotta do is just go ahead and call the function right here. So we're going to do show message, and hopefully this should work. So let's refresh this. No, I think we're having an error instead. Okay, so this error is unreadable. I don't understand this error yet. Let's check if the error I'm actually getting. So let's just answer that log. Yeah, so I'm opening a string. So refresh this. Okay, yeah. So that's the error. I'm actually getting the error in this case. What could be the fault right here? Alright, so let's find out. Okay, let's just add slash to this. Hopefully it should work. So let's go ahead and replace. Alright, so it's still the same errors. You know what? I'm just gonna access this get message right here. Is returning nothing. I think it should be returning something right there. So oh yeah, we need to add a return here. Okay, so let's just try that. Refresh. Okay, good. Works. So let's go to the chat now. Oh, now you can see our message is actually showing, and now you can see our styling is upward. Okay, so our styling is upward. I don't know why. One thing I don't know how to do is how to style. So let's just cut this away. Okay, so let's just use that only. Let's try that out. Refresh. Okay, so let's just go to the index, sorry, to the chat, I mean. So we can add a container here. Maybe it should. Okay, so this is actually worse. Nothing occurs in this place. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete that. I don't need it. So I'm not. This is actually not actually a big project, so I actually don't need that. Okay, good. So we have this, but we need to make some things for. Okay, so let's just test this. I'm fine. All right, so it's sending. All right, so it's working, but it's not showing. So we need to just go right here. I think, yeah, right here and do the show message function right here. Save this, refresh this. Let's do how was today. I can see we have hours today, so that is actually working. So we need to also make to do something again, which is just get this stuff here. And let's make it an empty value. All right, so empty send. All right, good. So it is working. So the last thing I want to do right here. So I made reference to this. So I'm just gonna close that. That's what I want to do right here. Is just go to the home and do the order. So once you order the by the ID, order by ID, DESC, then find all. Okay, so this should let's refresh this. Now you can see we have empty at the top. All right, nice. So I think that is actually all. Like literally, that is the last thing that we're doing. Let me try and add this plus right here. Let's see what's going on. All right, so we have this time right here. So let's go ahead and add the time. The time is not actually a big deal. So after that message, let's click on go and do created_at. This is just gonna be a date time. All right, so current timestamp. Let's save this. Browse. All right, so we have this current stuff here. So let's go back here and do the u plus. So doing plus and data I dot created as. So that's gonna be created underscore at. Then let's just do the plus again. Then this. Okay. No errors. So go back there. Refresh. Alright, so you can have the time here. Testing. Alright, so good. Now I want to take a look at this. So now just copy this, open an incognito mode. Please you say, and we can access this. So I should go ahead and press this. Now basically we are getting an error, but we can access it. So we don't want that to be possible. Let's go to the home. So right in the chat here, we're just gonna do if no session. If no session get the username. You know what? Just return redirect. Sorry, return redirect to slash to the home page right here. So let's do that. Okay, good. So let's go to the incognito mode again. I think this is just a refresh. Now we are here. So let's go ahead and test. Maybe this is gonna work, live to live. So let's just follow like this. Join some yes, and let's do hello. Send this. Let's go back to the other browser. Okay, so we actually don't get this really fine. Okay, so let's check if we can fix this. All right, so basically to fix this, what we just have to do is just head over here and do set interval. Yes, I actually don't know how it works. So let's just go to the browser here. I think I have it open here. Right, so set server, the function is expected to get and passing the function. Okay. So I think right here then we can pass in. So I'm using 5,000, so that is just saying 5 seconds, then show message. Alright, so I want you to show the message every 5 seconds. Right, let's go ahead and refresh this. Okay, let's go ahead and refresh this one too. Why is it taking forever to load? Sensitive function. Okay, so let's just do, let's go ahead and clear this chart. So just gonna check out, delete. Yes. So if you refresh this, I think this should be empty now. Yeah, you can see it is real time now, so it's empty. I can do hello bro. Alright, so this should send now. Alright, so you go back there, I can say hello bro, I am fine, and you. Alright, you can say I'm fine and you. Alright, so this is actually working. Let's go ahead and spice it up by adding another user. So I'm just gonna add another user. This yo people sent. You can see we have yo people, so let's go ahead and check this one. Yo people, the main one, you can see yo people. Alright, so basically that is how you can build a real-time chat system using Codeigniter and Ajax. Alright, thank you for watching this tutorial. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share. God bless. Bye.